The fourth episode of Loki Season 2, Heart of the TVA, is out, and man, was an action-packed episode, and some of the plot threads that they had in the earlier episodes that didn't seem like go anywhere at the time, some of them were brought back in this episode, but basically, the temporal loom, yeah, it's nearly overloading, and jumping ahead, spoilers, it overloads. But we don't know what happens next, which I figure would be episode 5 when we find out. But something happens, and I have a feeling something is somehow being reset. What it is, I don't know. Who knows what kind of reset will be? I don't know what is going to happen, but something is happening. But also, this is the episode, the events. Well, when Loki in the first episode was being literally torn between the past, present, and future. Well, this was the future he saw earlier, and we figured out who pruned Loki in the past, which is the present. Loki did it himself, but he didn't know he did it until he did it. Time travel, complicated. Not to mention, also, Obi Ouroboros meets Victor Timely, and he is like he said, like, literally, they both, you've got a circular thing going on there, another time paradox. Like, okay, whose idea is actually created? But that does indicate one thing, though. Um, Victor Timely's stuff was always meant to happen so that way Ouroboros could learn that stuff, which is how Victor Timely learned that stuff, which is how Ouroboros, and we could continue, like, temporal loops, of course. But you know what? You know what also happens? Renslayer, she goes in with the Minutemen that try to prune everything. Well, she tries to recruit them. She only gets one. X5? I don't know. Forget his name. But Brad, he's the only one who signs with Renslayer and Miss Minutes. Well, and Miss Minutes basically, but also Renslayer kill all the rest, which is like yikes. Like, sure, they were trying to do continue doing mission as normal, but at the same time, they were not. None of them, except for Brad, were even tempted by Renslayer's offer. Which, granted, Brad was also the only one who actually experienced life on the timeline on his own, so there is that. But another thing, just to take a note of with all that, is a couple scenes earlier, B5, she goes in, tries to plead with them to, side with them, with the new TVA that they're trying to create. Don't know if that's going to happen. That doesn't seem like that worked, but at the same time, I think it was enough to get them at least match aside with Renslayer, so there's that. But Renslayer, Mr. Minutes, and Brad, they capture Victor Timely and try to get him to help them with the loom, too, I think. I'm not sure. Complicated stuff with time travel, obviously. But what does end up happening, though, is Miss Minutes also takes from control of the TVA stuff and tries to basically knock everyone out. So what does Ouroboros do? Well, he just resets the entire system, which basically deletes Miss Minutes. I wonder if that's going to come back somehow. I do wonder. And it also disables all safeguards against magic in the TVA. And when Loki and Sylvie hear that, they go, yes! Because they want to use the magic again, which they use to basically enchant such control Brad, and he prunes Rainsail, and they are able to get Victor Timely out. Of course, that means Rainsail is back at the end of time again, so yeah, that's going to happen. And who knows what Brad's going to do now? Who knows? And then, of course, then the episode ends with the Loom, going into critical failure. And everything goes white and cuts. And I mean literally cuts. It's the audio and visuals both cut to white. Well, there's no noise whatsoever, but it's kind of jarring. It made me think, like, are we going to get a quick scene with, like, Loki's eyes popping open? Because that's what we were focusing on right when everything cut. But no. Which is, I think, probably, given all this timey-wimey stuff going on, it's probably the best way of indicating. But I have a feeling something more is going to be going on. And why do I have a feeling this could all be connected with temporal wars that apparently led to the creation of TVA? Could it all be a loop? I hope not, because that would be weird. But given what they're trying to, the themes that they're exploring, playing God, free will, all that kind of stuff. I mean, would be a good thing to explore, but you know what? We just got to wait and see what they decide in the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Have a good one. Bye! Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like, as well as subscribe to my channel and ring that bell to stay up to date on my latest content. Also, be sure to check out the link tree in the description, as well as any other links I have down there.